Welcome to Stoic Secrets to a Strong Relationship. In a world that often glorifies fleeting romance and instant gratification, it's easy to lose sight of the true meaning of love and connection. Today, we're diving deep into the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy to uncover secrets to building healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Whether you're navigating the exciting waters of romance, nurturing the bonds of friendship, or seeking harmony in family ties, Stoicism offers practical wisdom to approach love with patience, understanding, and resilience. Let's embark on this journey together and discover how these ancient principles can transform your connections. The ancient Stoics had a radical perspective on love. They saw it not just as a feeling, but as a verb, a conscious decision we make every single day. It's a commitment to kindness, to growth, to showing up for another human being, imperfections and all. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, reminds us to love the people with whom fate has brought you together. Think about the weight of those words. It's about embracing your partner for who they are, not for who you wish they'd be or who you're trying to mold them into. Now, you might be thinking, easier said than done, right? And you're absolutely right. It's not always easy, but that's the beauty of love as a choice. It's about recognizing that some days love flows effortlessly, like a gentle stream, and other days it requires effort, like climbing a mountain. But the commitment remains the same. It's about choosing to see the good, to forgive the flaws, and to nurture the connection day after day. So, how can you actively choose love today? How can you transform this ancient wisdom into a living, breathing part of your relationship? It doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes the most powerful expressions of love are found in the simplest of acts. It could be as simple as listening more attentively when your partner is talking, offering a helping hand without being asked, or simply expressing your appreciation for something they did. Love as a choice is about showing up even when it's hard. It's about remembering that relationships are not about finding the perfect person, but about seeing an imperfect person perfectly. And that, my friends, is a choice worth making every single day. We live in a world obsessed with perfection. We're bombarded with images of flawless faces, perfect bodies, and idealized relationships. But here's a Stoic secret. Perfection doesn't exist, not in people and certainly not in relationships. The sooner we embrace this truth, the sooner we can start building genuine connections. Epictetus, another Stoic giant, offered this powerful advice. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Instead of fixating on your partner's shortcomings, their annoying habits, or their perceived flaws, take a moment to reflect on your own. We all have them, those little quirks and imperfections that make us human. Remember, relationships are a two-way street. When we focus solely on our partner's flaws, we blind ourselves to our own contributions to the dynamic. We become so caught up in judging them that we forget to look in the mirror. Understanding our shared imperfections is the key to replacing judgment with compassion. It allows us to approach our relationships with a sense of empathy and understanding, recognizing that we're both works in progress, navigating this messy and beautiful journey of life together. The next time you feel frustration or anger bubbling up in your relationship, hit the pause button. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I reacting to their imperfection or to my own unmet expectation? Am I projecting my own insecurities onto them? Remember, love is not about finding someone who completes you, but about choosing someone to grow with. It's about embracing the messy, imperfect reality of relationships and finding beauty in the shared journey of growth. Let's face it, conflicts are inevitable in any relationship. It's how we navigate these choppy waters that determines the strength of our bond. The Stoics understood that while we can't always control what life throws our way, we can control our reactions to it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is especially crucial during disagreements with loved ones. When emotions run high, it's easy to get swept away in a tide of anger, resentment, or hurt. We say things we don't mean, react impulsively, and escalate the situation. But what if, instead of reacting in the heat of the moment, we paused? What if we took a deep breath and created space between the stimulus and our response? This is where the true power of Stoicism lies. The next time your partner says something hurtful, resist the urge to retaliate with an equally hurtful remark. Instead, try this. Take a deep breath, acknowledge your feelings, and calmly express how their words made you feel. For example, you could say, "When you said that, it made me feel disrespected. Can we talk about this calmly?" This simple act of pausing, breathing, and responding thoughtfully can be transformative. It allows you to communicate your needs effectively without resorting to blame or criticism. Over time, this practice builds trust and respect, creating a safe space for open and honest communication. Remember, mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It's about acknowledging them, understanding their root, and choosing how you want to express them in a way that fosters connection rather than conflict. Chapter 4: Gratitude in Love. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to take our relationships for granted. We get caught up in to-do lists, deadlines, and the never-ending cycle of demands. But gratitude, my friends, is the lifeblood of any strong relationship. It's the secret sauce that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher and playwright, beautifully captured this sentiment when he said, "We are waves of the same sea, leaves of the same tree. We are all interconnected, sharing this journey of life together, and yet we often forget to appreciate the precious souls who walk beside us." Cultivating a daily practice of gratitude can be transformative for your relationships. It's about shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, from what's wrong to what's right. It's about appreciating the big things, of course, but also savoring the small, seemingly insignificant moments that make up a life together. Right now, take a moment to think about your partner. What are 3 things you're grateful for about them? It could be their infectious laugh, their unwavering support, or the way they make you feel loved and seen. Allow yourself to truly feel the warmth of gratitude wash over you. Remember, gratitude isn't just for good times, it's a powerful tool for resilience during challenging times. When conflicts arise, as they inevitably will, gratitude can be the bridge that helps you find your way back to each other. Chapter 5: Managing Expectations and Letting Go of Control. We all have expectations in relationships. We have an image in our minds of how our partner should behave, how the relationship should progress, and what our shared future should look like. But here's the catch. Unrealistic expectations are often the root of disappointment, resentment, and conflict. Epictetus, the wise Stoic, offered this liberating advice. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do. In other words, accept your partner as they are, rather than trying to control or change them into the idealized version you have in your head. This doesn't mean you can't communicate your needs or desires. It simply means approaching the relationship with an open mind and a willingness to accept your partner's individuality. Trying to control another person is like trying to hold on to water. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. So, what expectations might you need to release? Are you holding on to a rigid timeline for your relationship? Are you trying to mold your partner into someone they're not? Remember, true love thrives in an environment of acceptance and freedom. Instead of focusing on controlling external factors, focus on what you can control, your own actions, reactions, and attitudes. When you let go of the need to control, you create space for love, trust, and authentic connection to flourish. Chapter 6: Forgiveness as Strength. Forgiveness. It's a word often associated with weakness, with letting someone off the hook. But the Stoics understood that forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment and anger. Marcus Aurelius, in his profound wisdom, said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Holding on to anger, resentment, or the desire for revenge only keeps you trapped in a cycle of negativity. It poisons your heart and prevents you from experiencing the fullness of love and joy." Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a powerful act of self-care. It's about recognizing that everyone makes mistakes, including ourselves. It's about choosing to release the pain of the past and create space for healing and growth. Think of a time when your partner hurt you. It could be a betrayal, a hurtful word, or a broken promise. Allow yourself to feel the pain of that experience. Now, imagine what it would feel like to release that pain, to forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning their actions or forgetting what happened. It simply means choosing to let go of the negative emotions that are weighing you down. It's about breaking free from the prison of resentment and stepping into the liberating light of forgiveness. Remember, forgiveness is not a one-time event, it's a process. There may be days when the pain resurfaces, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself and keep practicing. The more you forgive, the easier it becomes. And as you let go of the past, you create space for love, compassion, and connection to blossom in your relationship. Outro: Cultivating Stronger Connections. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of Stoic wisdom. I truly believe that these principles, though ancient, hold timeless truths that can transform our relationships. My dear all of you, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with someone who might benefit from these insights. Let's spread the message of love, resilience, and connection far and wide. Remember, love is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous dance of growth, understanding, and forgiveness. Take these Stoic principles to heart and apply them in your own relationships. With patience and practice, you can cultivate stronger, more meaningful connections that stand the test of time.